That's episode 7. What are you saying though?
Men are happier than women.
Yeah, man.
Like in general, we don't gossip about
Like we can go to the store, we know what we want, we take it, we out. Woman.
I just think a man's life is easier.
Ah, who said, bro? When you guys come here with stupid pressures of, oh, I want a Porsche, I want Kylie Jenner's makeup, I want MAC, I want Fenty, I want creepers.
Okay,
I want
if I want all that,
gonna...
I'm gonna go get it by myself.
That has nothing to do with you. That's me wanting.
It's a hard life. You have to go work for it.
He's trying to say that with men, they are required to work more. Obviously, these days things have changed because now women want to be like independent and stuff. But back in the days, a man was the one who's supposed to go out and look.
Yeah, but that's all really.
That's what I was speaking about back in the days. We speak about now. How is the life?
Back in the now, it's still the same.
Look. Personally, I think that men's lives
Back in the now.
are easier because when it comes to things like makeup and
Like they don't have to do the most. That's what I'm trying to say.
Don't even talk about makeup. I'm not saying we should compare our moms to our dads, but my mom works 12 times harder than my dad does to maintain the family. Even though my dad brings back the money at home, my mom is the one who brings us together. If you guys can.
But I feel like, isn't that? Sorry, I'm not trying to sound archaic,
kind of job.
but is that not the role of a woman? I feel like that should be one of the most important roles of a mom in the house, for her to keep the house. So shout
I
out
think
to your mom.
both parents should keep the
I
house.
think so too. It shouldn't.
I'm not arguing that.
But you said you think that should be the role.
Yeah.
I said one of the most important roles of a mom, of a mother.
No, I think
No,
it
I
should
think both
be
parents.
both of them.
Really, I understand what you're trying to say.
I also do understand.
Don't
what he's
worry.
trying to say.
Personally, I feel like
Like,
that's
'cause women
olden
have-
day things,
It's
Archaic
not
things.
necessarily-
archaic things.
Can I say something?
What else?
Say something, babes.
So, like going back to Rudy, I'm not attacking you or anything, but I think at this time it shouldn't be about that's your role and this is.
Nobody said roles.
No, you did.
No, I said it should be one of the most important
Okay,
roles
can I finish?
of a mom.
Can I finish though?
That's what I'm saying.
But you
Like,
did say role. Did you?
yeah, but I didn't talk about the dad.
Okay, Rudy, let her finish.
So, as I was saying, I think there should be, like, in today's society, there shouldn't be any roles. You should all be like trying to keep the family together.
Yes, I
The
do.
marriage is not only about me. If I can't pull it together,
It's not, though.
then the marriage breaks. So, like, for you to say that's the most important role.
I said one of the most important roles
But-
of a mom.
Okay.
I didn't talk about dad
But
yet.
you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not
It
either.
really isn't.
No, maybe his phrasing is.
No, my phrasing
It's
is
bad. No, it is bad. No, it's bad. His phrasing is bad.
No, because
What
he
did
says
he say?
it's one of the most important roles of a mom.
I spoke in a singular
It's for
form.
the mom only. He didn't
What's the
mention.
contradiction?
No, that's what I'm saying. He said it's one of the most important roles of the mom. And now I'm talking about the mom. I'm saying it shouldn't be her most important role. And he's saying, but he didn't
No,
say
but
it's
I
one of the
didn't.
most
What's the
important.
contradiction?
No, wait, okay. Let me try rephrase what I wanted to say.
Yeah, please rephrase.
Okay,
Please rephrase.
in a marriage, in a household, right, there are roles between a man and a woman and a husband and a wife, right? We know that for the most part, even in 2017, in your guys' time, you would like to be more independent and do your own thing, but it makes a lot of sense for the man to come home and, bring the money and blah, 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 cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Call me old-fashioned, no problem, whatever. And I feel personally, in my own capacity, a mom should keep the house, should maintain the house in that form to make sure the kids have eaten, the husband has eaten and stuff and blah blah blah, to support the guy's vision and to be there for him. Likewise, the man should also ensure that the woman has the money to do that, to take care of the kids, to take care of the house, to take care of everything. Am I wrong in saying what I'm just saying?
Listen, that's what he thinks. So I'm okay with what he thinks, but personally, I don't agree.
So what you want to
That's his opinion.
Okay,
so
so
I'm okay with his opinion. My
and I also want to
opinion
hear Gracia as well.
is that yes, the wife should check that the husband and the kids have eaten, but the husband must also check that the wife
Okay,
and
but
the
he
kids
didn't
have eaten.
disagree with
Yeah,
that. He
That's
just
why I'm
didn't-
saying.
But
I'm
he
saying
just
that's
didn't
his
mention
opinion.
that.
That's why I said that's his opinion.
That's all.
Yeah.
Kevin, why are you fighting me?
No, because no, I
Kevin,
don't
why did you
understand.
attack me?
No, I don't understand how you saying that's his opinion when your opinions are the same. It's just half and half.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
Which
really.
makes one.
Yes,
No, not really.
You spoke about the dad, he spoke about the mom.
Dad and mom make what? Marriage.
But
That's
he
true.
said it should be mostly on the mom.
That's what he said.
Okay, can I
That's
say why?
what he
Can I say
said.
why? Can I say why? A man known to be compassionate, soft, loving, and kind and caring all the time was the woman.
Some men are.
No. I'm saying, but who's known to do that more?
Look, I'll be very
Who
honest
can do
with
it
you.
better?
Rudy, look at my life. Look at my family. Who was always there for us?
The dad.
Where was mom?
But is that the
She
case
was there,
for
but then she wasn't.
Every single person.
true.
Most of the time, majority
In
of the
most
time,
cases.
it's always the mom who's the, how do I say, the rock of the
Yeah.
house. It's always the mom who's the soft one,
guys,
you know.
you base your
who
life
puts-
on your own
No,
experiences,
no, but most
many
people
will
around
think-
me.
Yeah, many will probably think, well, his mom was. That's his experience. That's what he's thinking. That's he's gonna base his life based on his own experiences.
I agree.
So since you and your thoughts about your mother being the most caring, many
Not my
doesn't-
mother.
mothers
Mothers
that
in
you've
general.
seen is not the same as mothers that are.
And it doesn't make his mom, for example, a bad mom.
Yeah, definitely
no,
not.
It's just different situations are relative to different families, to different people. And for me, I can't explain why, but it makes sense for the mom, because when something is missing at home, don't tell me now you go to your dad. Dad, where's the thing? Tell me you go to
No,
your
but
mom.
I understand what Mona says.
Obvious.
I understand something is missing in
Yeah.
the house, and only the dad is there. Obviously, you can only ask the dad.
Nah, bro.
You know, for real. If the mom is not there,
Even dads don't sound interested. Oh, dad, go ask your mom. That's why we go to the mom.
If your mom isn't there, who you gonna ask?
I won't ask.
No, but you know what the thing is?
Yeah.
The thing is, with a lot of our parents, it's the way they were brought up. Yo, that sounded very rough. It's the way they were brought
No,
up.
don't you- I agree, bro.
The thing is, the way we are brought up, I don't believe that I am going to sit back and allow my wife to do majority of keeping the house
And
together.
I
if
agree with
makes
that
sense.
because I've seen that as well. My dad was always there, but he wasn't there
As in,
like emotionally, you know.
Yeah,
He was
I
always,
feel
he wanted
you.
results, boom, 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 and that's it. That's because of how we grew up. But
Yeah.
because I grew up in this way, I now know, hey, geez, I gotta be there for my son, especially more than just or school and whatever. But I gotta be there for him emotionally, so he can have someone to
Yeah.
talk to, someone that's there for him. Not to say my dad is not there for me like that, but just to be like, no, listen,
Mm.
I can be your mom as well as your dad. Like how mostly the moms are the mom and the dad. You get what I'm trying to say?
because if you look at a lot of our fathers, if that makes sense. Okay, maybe not you guys, but like a lot of the fathers that I know, they'd rather shout at you instead of talking to you. Like, Dad, why come home and shout at me because the plates aren't washed instead of just asking me to wash them?
Or be like,
I mean,
yo,
it's
bro,
so
why
much
is the
easier
plate
if you're
washed?
just
Yeah.
like, yo, please wash the dishes instead of
Yeah.
coming home and be like, oh, why aren't the dishes washed?
Now
You
that's
know?
why now the roles now shift. The men are now becoming more and more compassionate towards their kids. Now we're coming into your time now. You know, this time now.
Back in the now.
You know, back in the now. You know, now we can agree. You know that the roles shouldn't be A and B, but the roles can intertwine. They can, you know.
Ah, yeah, intertwined.
Really, and his big English.
Can I just say
Twine.
that is a lot true. A lot.
Lots.
What's wrong?
That is very true because I can say my mom is harder on me than my dad is, you know. Like my dad can be a little bit more compassionate, you know, he can understand a little bit, but my mom is harder on me. She pushes me more. It's a little bit more difficult with her, you know. That's how sometimes the roles can change. It's not always the dad that's pushing or the dad that's shouting. Sometimes it's the other way.
I think it also depends on like the understanding between you and your parents. Like let's say in our house, my mom is more understanding when Rudy does something wrong, for instance, like the dishes. Let's say it's my turn to wash the dishes and I don't for some odd reason. My mom is most likely to be super angry because I didn't do it.
Yes, that's
but
true.
the same situation, if Rudy does it, she'll like tune him and whatever, but it won't be
Yeah, it won't be
as
that deep.
And whereas if Rudy does something that my dad asked him to do and he doesn't do it, it's a
Man, you can ask you a question.
big
Do you think, because you were speaking about the absence of your mom, so I was just thinking about if you had to have your dad absent all the time, or rather your dad being abusive in the relationship with his mother, do you think, with your mother, sorry, do you think that gives any guy or any female the excuse to be
Like
abusive
that,
in their own life,
relationship.
you know, in their own
I mean, everybody chooses to be they want to be, the way they want to be. Yo, to be the to be. Yeah, but anyway, everybody picks the way they want to be. If I mean, it does have an impact on people psychologically, but then it's not an excuse for you to hit a woman, if that makes sense,
Or to hit a guy, bro.
or to hit anyone. In fact,
Why are you hitting?
I've got a story about this. My dad always tells a story. It's like there was a family, mother and father, and they had two sons, right? So the father was abusive to the woman, and the sons grew up in that. And then once the sons grew up and had their families, the one son, he was also abusive to his wife, and the other son wasn't. So when they asked him, why are you like that? The son who was abusive told him, because my father was abusive, that's why I'm also abusive. And when they asked the other son why he doesn't beat his woman up, he said the same thing, because my wife, my father was abusing my woman. So same scenario. So let me just finish.
Same
Same
family,
scenario.
same situation.
Same WhatsApp group.
But different reactions. I like Mona said, it has an impact. It has a very big impact. But at the same time, you still have a choice.
Yeah.
You still have a choice. That choice is within you to either act the same way or act differently and set a new path for your family. So depends how you take it.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of what you guys said. It's a choice, but I think it also depends on the personality the person has. Like some people they're strong. They just have that strong personality. They have that strong they can hold in things. That's how they. And other people are not able to do that. They're weak, and influences really do influence them. So if like me, okay, let's take me and Rachel. Rachel's always screaming, and if I'm weak, I'm gonna take. Okay.
Like now.
Rachel's always screaming, and she's always screaming at me, and if I'm weak, that's how I see. That's how it's supposed to be. Someone always screaming at me. But if I'm strong, I'm gonna fight back and be like, yo, stop screaming at me, and choose not to scream at other people. As I said, it's just a choice. It's like it's a choice, but it's also the personality. You can't be like, you chose to be abusive, or you chose to do this, because some people are just not strong enough not to take the influences around them. They're not strong
Can I
enough
say
to
something?
let it go.
You know, we're all raised, especially the guys, not to hit girls. In whatever situations, you're not supposed to hit a girl back. Let's say you're in a situation, you're in a
Back changes the game. I'm just joking.
Don't
Go on.
hit a goal.
let's say you're in an argument with a girl, and she's provoking you, she's pushing you, she's zhuzhing your head,
She's what?
and she hits, like she slaps you.
That's a zhuzh.
Now, do you hit back? And is it okay as the three guys? Is it okay if you're being provoked, and also you're trying your best not to hit her back? You're trying your best to keep composure, but now
Can I answer?
Yeah,
Go first,
all of you.
Yeah, go for it.
What if the tables have turned? I'm not provoking. She's gonna hate me, isn't it? I'm asking a question. You're gonna hate me, right? You're gonna hit me back from my provocation.
Rudy, you and your words.
That's why.
This one is not sure. Bro.
I'm sure it's provocation. Provocation.
Yeah, Rachel, please just because Rudy.
Can you confirm?
Okay, but yeah, Rudy.
Yeah, it's a word. Spell check.
Okay,
It's a word.
okay.
Thank you.
You know,
Big English.
like she's gonna hit me from me provoking her, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
No.
Does it
I
mean it's
disagree.
okay?
no, I'm
disagree.
asking. I'm
Okay.
asking her.
Wait, answer
Yeah,
my
would.
question
Is it
first.
okay for
Yeah,
me
would.
to hit back after
Yes.
after she provokes me? I won't hit. I will just move her in such a way
Where she'll
where
be
she will
scared.
understand. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. No, I won't hit her.
Which movement is that?
No, there's you know,
Rudy's
there's-
gonna. Eh?
no.
You wanna
There's
hold her
specific
arms or
ways
what?
of holding a person to instill fear in them. I'm not gonna instill fear in such a way that next time you touch me, I'm gonna hit you. No, I'm gonna put that type of fear in her that no, listen, I'm not gonna hit you as Rudy, so don't you try and hit me because
the captain.
there could be something that can happen.
Break your jaw.
If in that scenario, then a guy should never say there's roles in the relationship. Because if you hit me and I hit you back, then we're equal.
Look, personally,
about it.
I don't think a man should ever lay his hands on a woman.
Why?
Because
Rachel, do you want to be beat?
No, I want to know why.
because of the masculinity.
No,
in
women
men.
can hit back. What do you mean?
Yes, women can hit back, but look,
actually harm
Rachel,
the person,
if you put me next to somebody
like
the same size as me, the same height as me,
Oh, smaller.
they're definitely gonna look at me and say he is stronger.
okay.
If she hits me, I mean,
we'll just accept it and-
it happened.
You wanna be
But
beat
if I
by
hit
your
her, how are you gonna see that?
Yeah, oh, Monas is an abuser. He's
Yeah.
this, he's that. That's what I'm saying. Move her in such a way
Yeah.
where she realizes. Ish.
Personally, I wouldn't even move her hair. I just keep quiet and let her finish when she's done.
Before you go.
Okay, of course.
I think it's the way that we were all brought up, that girls are like these soft, gentle beings, that they are mothers, they're supposed to give birth, and their bodies are
Supposed to, but I mean, who else will? If you don't. Sorry, I'm sorry. No, that was a genuine question. Now, more
Carry on, babe. Don't even. Go on.
Okay. Ignoring Rudy. Okay, women give birth. Like, our bodies are delicate and all that. But then for me, my dad, when I was younger, my dad took me to self-defense class. My dad took me to karate. My dad is a boxer, so he taught me how to defend myself. So if you're coming at me and like you pissing me off,
you're gonna come at me.
Can I say something though?
Wait, hold on. Like, let me finish. So, so like we were like, that's how we were brought up. That women are delicate, but some parents took like their daughters to self-fighting
Really
classes.
took me.
So now we have guys who are like, because it was put into them that you're not supposed to hit a woman because she's that delicate. Women aren't so delicate anymore. Women are rough, they're bodybuilders and all that.
So because you did
that's
self-defense,
true,
so
but
we can
then
rock, then
no,
rock.
listen.
What I'm saying is that because it's like men, like now guys like still have that thing like you're not allowed to hit a girl because it was put into their head that women are inferior and they're delicate and you should be like take care of them and not harm them. And in this day and in this age, women aren't like that. We can fight for ourselves. We can defend us. I'm not saying hit me if we're married. I'm not saying that because
I'm also saying don't hit me.
My dad will come and beat you up. But like I'm saying that's why guys still have this thing of like I'm not gonna hit a woman because that's how they were brought up.
But
No,
it's
I
not a
think-
sign of respect.
Ja, Bill trying to talk, eh?
Hugo still needs to speak, blood.
Okay, but
still need to speak
yeah,
also.
but then I'm just opposing Gracia's point quickly.
Oppose, my friend.
The thing is, you were taught to defend yourself. Let's take somebody who has never been taught, because guys,
Women
let's
are
just take
generally never taught to defend
They're
themselves.
never
true. Let's just take two natural human beings, one woman, one man.
me and Rudy.
You and Rudy.
Don't
Break your jaw. Rudy will break my head.
Break your eyeball.
Like I said, if you take, okay, because Gracia was taught. If you take somebody who hasn't been taught, a guy who hasn't been taught how to fight, and a girl who hasn't been taught how to fight, back, of course, the chances of the guy knocking this woman out are higher. Like you mentioned, these bodybuilders and these MMA fighters. The thing is, they were, they have been taught. I'm just saying the same point again. They were taught, guys.
Okay, let me say, right? You
Tired. What's wrong?
You spoke about provocation, right?
Yes.
So, as men, yes, I agree with you guys. We're taught not to hit a woman. You know, that's how we grew up, and we should always stick by that.
Yeah.
But
Do you go?
There are women.
Rachel.
They will provoke. They will provoke and provoke and provoke. You know what happens? The man gets tired, because we're also human.
and then you slap her once.
Then we burst,
One pa.
right? Because we've been
Backhand.
keeping it this whole time. It's psychology. You keep it in,
The thing goes
keep it in,
grrr.
and then
Your face.
one day he loses it.
Yeah.
But you can't blame him, right? You can't blame
But
him for
you will.
losing it because he's been keeping it inside, but you've been provoking him. So one day he's gonna burst. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, men don't hit women.
Okay,
Right.
but why do women do this also?
I think you know what? I think the
Your
minute
people.
you hit a man, you're feminine, you're what? It's finished. He can
Femininity.
hit you
You're
back.
no more woman.
It's finished.
No, I'm joking.
We're on the same.
No,
Why are you hitting a man?
But
Why are you
know. So wait.
Why
Are you guys saying right, in like broad terms, that it's okay? It's more okay for a woman to hit a guy.
No, bro.
No,
Nobody must hit
anyone.
anyone.
no, but Hugo, you know, after that point, it just brought up a bit of a conclusion.
Brought.
Brought
Yeah.
up a bit of a conclusion.
Yeah.
If you're doing this to me, and you're
And I'm taking
and you're slapping me,
and I'm
whatever.
taking it.
The thing is, instead of me just continue taking that and bottling it up, I'd rather speak to you about it and be like, yo, I don't like what you're doing. No, but the thing is, you're gonna speak. If they don't listen,
Screaming at you, she's shouting.
friend-
When you walk away, she's following you.
it's
And
okay.
she's still.
I will obviously speak after she's calmed down. If you speak to somebody when they're angry, they're not gonna listen to you.
Hot-headed.
You're very patient.
Speak to her.
That's good, bro.
You need to be-
Your chick is
Future
gonna
Bear, I hope
be
you're watching.
lucky.
Thanks, guys. Speak to her when she mustn't be angry, huh? Speak to to her once she's calmed down, and like let her know how you feel. Because the thing with guys is we bottle up a lot of things. If you do
That's-
something,
yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna bottle up, and
change
then
that.
when I release everything, I'm gonna take out things from 2013, even before we started dating.
See that girl that I was with before? She did
So-
this to me.
So
Nah, it's your fault.
it all comes back to communication. You know, let's communicate. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. If you don't listen
That's your
once,
problem, man.
twice,
3 times
thrice,
maybe.
my friend, thrice,
What about 4 times? Twice.
thrice.
But even with that, man, some things don't even have to be mentioned, you know. Like if a girl does something to you and you act a certain way, people should be able to read signs. You get what I'm trying to say? Like he did this and he was kind of off about it, which means he doesn't like it. You know, I shouldn't do it again.
True, but then Hugo, when I'm angry, and let's say we're fighting, I can see that you're bleeding, but am I gonna stop?
You're not gonna stop.
When we're fighting,
You're not going to stop.
and I'm pissed.
When he's dead, you go
Stop
again.
until
No,
homeboy
the thing is,
beats his
some
maker.
okay, I don't fight, but like I'm saying, some people when they're angry, they're not
They
too
see red.
aware of what they're
Yes,
doing.
that's true.
So she's probably gonna scream, she's probably gonna do this. Even you can be there sad, but she'll continue because she's pissed. You know, she's at that level of
Festivity.
Festivity.
Then I'm sure
she's
it's not
at that
a
level. So
I know, that's one.
so instead of, like I said, you know, instead of just, sure, am I the only one that's all that?
Yo, bad man.
I get what you're saying, man. Communication. all the time.
Communication is key, you know.
Can I just say something? I want to go back to what Hugo said about that story of when the one son was abusive, one son was not abusive. You know, just like how we grew up, our parents did some stuff we didn't like, right? So we consider that the bad. And our parents also did amazing things for us. So I think for our own households, for when we have our own households, we should be like the guy in the second story or the second situation, and we take the good that we got from our parents and then put it into our kids and our wives, and then develop our
Take the
own
bad
bads
and
so
remix.
that our
this
kids
is the
don't take our
remix.
bads but take the good. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Develop
Because
Yeah,
because
got
like
you.
like I was saying, you
Every
know,
parent has to have a bad streak. You can't be nice all the time.
No, I'm gonna be that nice parent.
So they piss you off.
So they piss you off and then you start boxing
Beats
your
my
kids,
kids.
blood.
Started throwing them.
the conclusion.
communicate, talk about your problems.
Take the good from your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody
And-
should hit anyone.
Yeah,
Don't
please.
And
Don't.
I'm
don't.
Grace, the roles have changed. It's okay now. You can back off. Thanks, babes.
All right. Well, thank you,
So,
Rachel. What's going on?
I'm sorry.
Don't forget to.